Last night, story night on Dancing with the Stars.
Kind of interesting, like very mixed reviews on these stories.
Yes, the dance, the set design, the costumes, all had to tell a story.
Audrina from the Hills had the top score. You saw this, 26 out of 30 points. She danced a waltz, and it was dedicated to the troops. Moving on next was Jennifer Grey, and you know she's held the top spot for 2 weeks, but slipped to second place with a naughty teacher routine. Lady in Red, Brandy, tied for second with the dance set to The Bodyguard, and finally Rick Fox made it a three-way tie for second with a dance about losing the big game.
Yeah, costumes, big part of that theme last night. And they're one of the things that actually make the show kind of fun to watch, especially when Edita is wearing her costume.
Do you have a little crush you want to talk about?
She's all right.
Okay.
She's all right.
She's looking good.
I actually visited Dance with the Stars wardrobe department in Hollywood last year, and I actually talked to the head costume designer about how much work goes into those outfits.
The costumes from Dancing with the Stars are all made in this room by these people, and it's just one floor up from the stage itself.
So we really try to enhance and show as much as possible, but something that she's comfortable in. But it's still a collaboration between me and the dancer.
Some outfits that have been incredibly revealing, I'm like, oh, you know what, I just don't know. I think I'm showing a little bit too much skin. And then they've maybe sort of added a few little bits here and there.
But they don't have much room for error. In fact, most of the time, Randall's team only has 24 hours to create their masterpieces. That's from start to finish.
First time the celebrities wear them is 2 hours before we go live. We just finished dress rehearsal. As they're competing in the costume, we will run to them after the number is over, take the costume off, and run it upstairs for alterations.
All right, and now here with an up-close look at the costumes, just like the ones on Dancing with the Stars, is Kelly Legg from Arthur Murray Dance Studios. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice as well.
Is that one of your favorite parts when you see Dancing with the Stars, is checking out the costumes?
Of course it is. Who doesn't like something bright and sparkly?
How about when you're dancing yourself?
Yes.
Is it fun to dress up pretty?
It is, always.
So you don't wear this like to the grocery store or maybe to get gas at the neighborhood BP?
No, but wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah. It would make life.
But it's a real investment for the dancers. I mean, you gotta think about it because it's not like you can go buy a different one for every competition. Huh?
Right.
Okay. Well, you brought some dresses you're going to show us. And I kind of dig these. I think these are fun to look at.
I think they're really fun.
So they're different styles here.
Yeah, we're starting with the shorter ones. So they have a name and kind of a different purpose, right, Kelly? So tell us about these.
Yep, the shorter ones are going to be for our rhythm dances, so anything Latin or your swing. And the reason being for that is so you can show off your legs and get those pretty leg lines out because everything's moving so quickly.
So I want to know, too, when you're dancing, how much is the costume important for you to sort of get in the character and get in the mode of the dance?
Oh, it's so important. I think, even just with like everyday clothing, if you hate your outfit, the day isn't as good as it could be if you feel comfortable in it. So it helps get in the character also, which makes the dance.
And there's so much going on here, and just take this one for example, there's so much going on here. Does any of it get in the way?
Hopefully
fall
not.
off?
Hopefully not.
No wardrobe malfunctions.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I mean, all these beads stay on. That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
This is another one that would be in the rhythm category?
You got it. Yep. And this one would be great. I love this skirt too. This would be perfect for like a swing routine because the skirt's so flouncy.
Yeah.
Be good for the movement and the jumping too.
Man, you got to have some excellent
Ain't a whole lot going on there.
Right,
I would say you should do a few crunches before you
The perfect dancer body for this one.
We'll talk about prices too. I mean, what's the price range of some things like we're looking at here today?
People probably spend more money on their dance costumes than they would their wedding gown. They start out probably around $1,200.
Start at $1,200.
Yeah. If you found anything under it, they're probably a used costume, but they go up to about $5,000.
Do you girls like trade off? Do you trade things ever, or are you always
not
get new
usually?
Stuff?
We usually have them made for us.
Okay, so now we've got some of the longer dresses.
Yep.
And what are some of these longer ones good for?
This one, just where the skirt lines here too, just for spins, it's going to create good movement too. The open back too, it's nice to see the dancer's back, especially with the rhythm ones too. The judges like to see that.
Okay.
As you're moving.
So are these more for like kind of floaty dances since they're long?
Yep, it's for your waltz, your foxtrot, tango, Viennese waltz.
The judges like to see your back while you're moving?
Especially for the rhythm ones, just like how your frame is. Yep, it tells them more of how you're using your body.
Oh, that's interesting.
With a lady.
A technique
I guess the next one's the most expensive one.
This would be the most expensive one, reason being for all of the stones and the intricate design that it has too.
We're going to spin it for you guys.
Yep.
Because that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is very, very cool. Okay, and then last up, what about this one?
And the last one here, another could be used for a smooth dance or a rhythm dance because the skirt can come off of this one here.
Oh.
So then you can just make it into a rhythm. So since they are so pricey, sometimes it's nice just to have what we call a convertible dress.
How do you clean them?
You have to hand wash most of them because dry cleaning, it gets too hot and
Yeah.
the stones will then come off.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
you
you
have to
hand
hand
wash
wash.
them? I don't even know that concept.
So when you look at the
What happened
costumes,
before washing machines?
when you look at the costumes, Kelly, on Dancing with the Stars, does it seem? I mean, those are pretty similar to what you would wear, or what do you think?
Definitely, yeah, especially when they get into character too. I mean, those ones, even last night, you know, that's when we do our routines, you always want to get into character. And
Do you ever see some
bring
that
it
you're
out.
like, ooh, that wasn't so good?
Well, there are times where
Yeah.
it's kind of like, okay.
I think a couple of Bristol Palins haven't been great, but
Oh,
that's
yeah?
my own personal opinion
Yeah.
on the issue. Yeah, you
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah.
Okay, see? Always with me.
Oh, that's fun. I like looking at the costumes.
I know,
Thank
they're
you.
fun, they're sparkly.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Nice to
Kelly.
see you.
Nice stuff.
And we've got to thank Arthur Murray Dance Studio, too, for sponsoring this Twin Cities Live. And
This show that we're on.
This show that we're
Yeah.
on right here. You can learn to dance like the stars or just get your basic skills. Register on our website to win a week of free dance lessons from Arthur Murray. Head to KSTP.com, click on Twin Cities Live. This week's winner is Samantha Meisner from Little Canada. Congratulations. We're going to announce another winner next Tuesday.
Yes, and watch tonight to see who goes home. The Dancing with the Stars results show. It's at 8 o'clock. It's right here on 5 Eyewitness News.